Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon White 2 Unlock. In the last episode, we made our way here to Undella Town. Yeah, I say it like Umbrella. I don't know if it's correct or not. But anyway, in this episode, we have a very important task ahead of us, which first thing that I want to do here is to obtain a water Pokemon. Now, I don't know for sure if I'm going to be able to do that. Oh. Well, I guess it's not first on our agenda. I wasn't even going to go north first. I was going to go south first. But anyway, I guess it looks like we have to have a battle with Spock first, which I am totally prepared for, guys. But, well, at least my team is fully healed. See, I thought there was a rival battle here, but I wasn't totally sure. Looks like there is, but I just had to go and trigger it. Alright, so we got Montego out up front. Not the worst matchup. We are a little bit behind in levels, though. I'm going to go for the long-term game here and go ahead and set up a Stealth Rock. Which is perfect because he goes ahead and use Detect. I think Stealth Rock goes anyway. Yeah, it does. Okay, now that he's used his Detect, we can just go ahead and Rock Slide, no problem. Or it'll successfully Detect twice in a row. There's that, too. Lucky. Alright, he's gonna go for the Taunt. You should have done that first turn because I am totally fine with that. I'm gonna attack you anyway. Let's see what this Rock Slide does. We are one level under, which doesn't quite bode well for us, but let's see how it goes. Got it out with one Rock Slide, so that's good. And we got our... Ooh, Shell Smash. Honestly, I'm thinking too risky. I gotta keep my defenses. Darn it, I meant to say no. No. Yes, give up. Okay, so we got our Stealth Rocks up. That's good. We got Superior coming out. We actually wouldn't be too bad of a matchup if we kept Montego. I'm thinking Versailles or New York, though. We've got Milwaukee as Sap Sipper, but I don't have really anything on the offense. Actually, New York, Versailles, or Pittsburgh would all be great choices here. I don't know who else. I can't think of who else he has on his team. Like, who I might want to save. I would say Pittsburgh might be the safest choice, but we're going to go ahead with Versailles. Just because Versailles hasn't really gotten a chance to do much, like to have a big battle of his own. So we're going to go ahead and try out this here. I don't remember who else is on Spock's team, so that's why I'm not totally sure. Should we go for the Will-O-Wisp? Might want to. Superior tends to be physical. Yeah, he's going for Coil. So if we can pull off this, Will-O-Wisp, which we do, that'll kind of negate that, and also, let's see, half attack would be like -2 attack, so he's at cumulative -1. We could go for the Inferno, but 50% accurate. We're just going to see what Flame Burst does. This Leaf Blade should not be bad. Yeah, not bad. Gotta watch out in case it gets a crit, but we do heal some with that Shell Bell, I think. Oh, and the Burn is going to take it out. Okay, pretty good. So really that Stealth Rock made a difference, which is good. Okay, got Versailles level 44. We have Simisear coming up next. Alright, that's going to take some pretty good Stealth Rock damage. We want to go back out to Montego. We only get neutral to that, but it's the only one that I really have good attacks with. And we do have Flash Fire. We could go for like Predict a Switch, but that'll just increase my Fire type moves. I don't know. Flash Fire is not the way to go, probably. I'm gonna, I think, go Montego again, because I know it can't take us out in one hit because we have Sturdy. So we might as well sit in a turn. If we start to get in danger or something, I can then swap out to Versailles to negate a fire attack that I think it would most likely use. It gets a 1/4 HP damage from Stealth Rock, and it's going to go Leer us, which I'm generally okay with. Let's see how much this Rock Slide does. It did a lot to Unpheasant, and it will take out Simisear. Okay, so we're doing pretty good so far. And that's it. Okay, he only had 3 Pokemon then. Alright. So that was an interesting way to start off this battle, but Spock is gonna go ahead and try to find that Purloin, as always. So now I'm gonna heal up real quick, even though we didn't get a whole lot of damage on us. There are 2 ways we could go, obviously, north or south. And both ways we could potentially get a water Pokemon. If we go north, we have a pretty good chance of encountering a Pelipper, and if we go south, we have a, I think, decent chance, I don't know, we have a chance of encountering a Golduck, both in the tall grass. I think I want to go south first and see if I can catch that Golduck. Oh wait, let me see what... I could use some Quick Balls, to be honest. I don't have any good Pokemon for catching other Pokemon, I don't think. I don't think they sell Quick Balls here, though, unfortunately. Nope, Luxury Ball and Dive Ball. Pokemon that live underwater. I think that only counts as Pokemon you find while surfing, though, doesn't it? Or does Dive Ball work? Does it work for any water type? That would be a Net Ball, though. Because I don't think it works for Pokemon that fish, or is it only fishing and surfing? Because Lure Ball, which is only in Johto, I believe, works for Pokemon that you find while fishing specifically. You know what we could do is we could buy some Quick Balls if I could remember where they're sold. I think we'll do alright, though. We've got, let's see, we've got Montego out front. Might not be the best choice to have up front. Let's see. Might want to put New York up front again, because we do have Quick Tack. That's a fairly low damaging thing we could do. We do want to take the Scope Lens off, however. Once again. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go south first, because I think if I could capture a Golduck, I would rather have a Golduck as a potential team member. We also have Undella Bay. But anyway, but I guess it doesn't matter too much, because once we catch a Pokemon we can surf on, we can then surf somewhere like here to get a potentially better encounter. A better water type encounter, that is. But thinking whatever water type I use has to have the potential to be a team member, because we're going to be surfing a decent amount, I believe. So let's go ahead. We're in Route 14 now. We're going to try... Can we avoid this lady? Yeah, we can. I don't want to get into any trainer battles right this second. I just want to get my encounter first. So let's go ahead, see if we can skip this old gentleman. Well, it looks like we can't. Because I think one tile up... No, I could have gone one tile up. But I thought I was going to be stuck by the... I wanted to go to the left, is what I'm trying to say. Because I wanted to see if I could completely avoid his line of sight. But we had to go down, unfortunately. So we've got New York up front. I want to save her. Because, of course... Like I said, I want to save her for trying to catch a Pokemon. So we'll send out Milwaukee and see if we can jump kick this thing. The thing with Milwaukee, I think every time the seasons change, I'm going to have to update her picture in the little status bar, whatever, the Pokemon panel. Which we'll see how often that happens, because it's something I'll have to keep in mind. Okay, let's see what jump kick does. It's a one-shot. Of course, Milwaukee is just really strong. Gonna come in pretty good handy if we get to the final gym, which of course is water-type Pokemon. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, we can pretty much go whatever tile we want. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a water-type encounter for Route 14. Oh yeah, we had Repel. Let's see, what is our encounter? It's a Swablu. Alright, so here is the thing. I could totally use my encounter exception here, but I would have to not capture this Swablu. The other side of me, this Swablu is only a couple levels away from becoming a Dragon Pokemon, which Dragon type's pretty cool. And also I could potentially use it against the Dragon type gym leader that I'm going to have to face coming up. Although I kind of already explained my feelings on that, how I'm not that excited about using a Dragon type in a Dragon type gym. But I do think this Pokemon is worth trying to catch. Unfortunately, New York, you're probably going to have to try to help me catch your probable replacement. But let's see, that got it down to a decent range. I think an Ultra Ball could probably handle it. We do have some Net Balls to keep in mind, because we're going to have to go for a Pelipper on Route 13 instead. We do need a Water type. So this might be my only other chance I need to do an encounter exception. But in the meantime, we got this Swablu. Let's see. I was gonna name this, like, Charlotte or something, after, like, North Carolina, because it's, like, a cotton Pokemon, but this male, I don't know, I could name you Charles, but that's not, I don't know that that's a name of a, I don't know that that is a name of a city. I mean, there might be a city called Charles. Where else can I go? I can name you Milan. Not Mulan. Milan. Milano, the city in Italy, known for fashion. Because, you know, cotton, textiles, fashion, I could name you that. I don't know that that is a... sounds like a little more of a feminine name, but then again, in its native Italian, it's Milano, which ends in an O, therefore it's a masculine name. So I think I can name you Milan. Because who cares if you're a male? You're still a glamorous Pokemon, aren't you? Well, when you evolve into Altaria, you will be. So I do think I want to have Milan on my team, and we're going to run into this other veteran. So next thing we're going to do is go north and try to... I think we're going to have to go for Pelipper, and if we don't encounter a Pelipper, I think we will have to use our encounter exception on that route. I don't know for sure. I'm not too thrilled about that possibility, but I think it's going to have to happen. Okay, well, I was thinking I should put the scope lens back on New York, but really not yet, because I still have at least one more encounter that I want to try to get. It's going to go for Jump Kick. I should have gone Detect, come to think of it. Actually, I'll go for Fly, because then I get to do damage anyway the next turn. Okay, good. Good strategy, good strategy. And we take it out. Alright. Almost at level 42 for New York. But yeah, sadly, this might be New York's last episode. Unless we need her as a backup. Because I do think I want to have Milan on the team. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that... Oh, great, we ran into one of these extra transceiver spots. That doesn't necessarily mean that he will be particularly useful for the Dragon Gym. However, we could see his nature and stuff in his stat spread and see if he's pretty defensive enough. Maybe he could come in handy. I don't know. But in long term, I think having dragon type attacks could come in handy. I mean, they're only super effective against dragon. But dragon types tend to have a decent move pool. I don't know. We're going to go... I don't know. We don't need to heal, I guess. No, I'm not going to save. Not yet. I'm going to go ahead and just use a healing item. Because we don't really need to do that much. We'll give a little bit to Milwaukee, too. Why not? We're pretty good on money right now. So I really kind of need this encounter on Route 13 to be a Pelipper, because I'm not totally sure what other places we have a pretty good chance of encountering a water-type Pokemon in the tall grass. So we're going to have to go this way. Let's avoid this black belt guy. Alright, here we go. I run into Pelipper all the time on this route every time I play this game while training. So we're going to go for it. Let's see, can we... There's Shaking Grass. That's probably going to be an Audino, so I don't want to trigger that. Come on, can we get a Pelipper? And we get a Drifblim, but hey, we already got a Drifblim. Yes, we do. So we get to call Dupe's Claws on this, so we do not have to catch this. So catching that Drifblim in the previous episode might have saved us. Let's see if we can run into a Pelipper. Can we? Yes! Okay, good old Pelipper that I usually don't really care much about seeing. We're gonna go ahead and try to catch this thing. Then we'll have a Surfing Pokemon. We can catch another Water type, Surfing in Undella Town. So I think this will be pretty good. It's gonna go Payback. Not gonna do much. We're gonna do another Quick Attack. And it's gonna Roost, of course. So we're gonna have to handle this thing. We're gonna have to be in the long haul to try to catch this thing, I guess. Let's go for another Quick Attack. I could go with Air Slash or something. In fact, I think I might want to, but I don't want to risk getting... Well, Air Slash isn't high chance to crit, though. It's high chance to... Not high chance, but it's chance to flinch. I think we might as well go for this. Let's see. Yeah, that didn't do much more than Quick Attack. So we're going to go for one Quick Attack. See if it roosts. If it doesn't roost, we're going to throw a ball. If not, this will be annoying. Okay, it didn't roost. Getting a little dicey there with our health, but I think we can do this if we use a netball. Although Pelipper have a lower catch rate than it seems like they should, I remember from experience. So let's see if we can catch this thing. Oh, so close. And it roosts. But you know what? I think we're going to take this chance. It might roost again the next turn and get back up to full health, but I think we're going to take this chance and go ahead and heal New York, because I really don't want to lose her over Pelipper. I do need this Pelipper, but I also don't want to lose Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and try to catch this thing. Let's air slash it, I guess. And it has Protect. I didn't realize that. I mean, I know that Pelipper learned Protect, and it gets it twice in a row. What is it with these Pokemon? Protecting successfully for 2 turns in a row. I think I've only had that happen once. Okay, going for another payback. We could quick attack it, try to get it lower, but it could just roost again. So I think I'm gonna go for another Net Ball. Now I don't know if the chance with Net Ball is greater than the chance with Ultra Ball, like whatever the multiplier is. But we're gonna see. Now question, a Net Ball has a bonus multiplier. Okay, we do catch it. A Net Ball has a bonus multiplier of if it catches against bug types or water types. So if you have a bug and water type like Surskit, does the extra multiplier stack, or does it just count one time? Let me know if you know, because I'm curious. Okay, so we have to name this thing. We're gonna name you, I was thinking about cities like in California where they have like the Bay Area, like San Francisco or whatever, but Francisco is quite obviously name of a male. So I don't know what... Ooh. I was gonna say Costa Rica, but that's an actual country. So let me see if there's a city maybe in Costa Rica. I do not know. Let me look up. No. And see, I can think of different... Havana? Is Havana near the coast? I don't know. Let me look up. Let me look it up. I know I just switched to Cuba. Yeah, oh yeah, Havana is on the coast. Havana has its own coast. We're gonna name you Havana. It's a nice little name there. Okay, so now that we have all of this taken care of, we're gonna go ahead and head back. Don't want to run into this guy yet, because I think we'll explore Route 13 first, because I don't think we go... I have to check the map. Actually, let me check the map right now, as long as I'm thinking of it. Where do we want to go next? We want to go... Do we want to go north? Can we get to... Oh yeah, because we have to get to Opelousas City. Can we go to White Forest yet? I don't know that we can yet. We might be able to, so maybe we'll go south first. We'll see how far we can go south, and then we'll head north, which is the way we have to go in order to ultimately get to Opelousas City. But we still have a couple episodes to go, at best, before we get there. So now we're going to heal. We're going to go ahead. You know what, though? You know what? You know who is really close to leveling up is New York. Or did you already level up? Yeah, you are really close to leveling up. We're going to have one more battle. We're going to battle that karate dude. And we're going to heal you back up to full, because going up against fighting types, we do not want to lose you to a random rock attack that they might have. Alright, so let's head up this way. Run. We'll fight that guy. And then we'll rearrange our team. Say goodbye to New York. We'll put her into sort of a retirement for now. Alright, so let's fight this guy. This is my path. Oh, well, you're just going in a circle, or I guess more accurately a square, so I guess you can keep that path. Yeah, Girder, they can have Rock Throw and I believe Rock Slide. So we're gonna have to be careful for this. Let's go ahead and use a turn to detect, see what it's got. Yep, Rock Slide. Alright, so we're gonna switch you out real quick. Keep you safe, New York. No need for you to get trampled by rocks. We're gonna send out Paris. And it goes for the Scary Face. We actually could have gotten a hit off. And if it had done enough, we could have maybe finished off the Quick Attack. But that's alright. We're not going to take too many chances. We're going to go ahead and Psychic this thing. It's going to bulk up, increase its defense. So, okay, good thing I didn't go for Psyshock, probably. Although I'm not sure if Girder has higher defense or special defense. I always thought it had higher defense. But one time, I seemed to be doing more damage to it with physical than special attacks. But it might have been the offensive spread of my Pokemon. I don't remember for sure. Anyway, we got New York to level 42. So we got that accomplished. And I think now the time has come, we're going to retire New York for now. And we're going to go ahead and try out Milan, who is really close to evolving, just 2 levels away. We're going to slap the experience share on him, and that's going to be good. And as for our Havana, we're just going to go ahead and use her to surf in Undella Town and find a Pokemon that we can use. Now, one sneaky thing I could do, when we get to Lacanosa Town, one thing I could do is set up some repels and surf around until we find a Lapras, because you find Lapras in those like dark surf spots. And I think the only other Pokemon you can get is a Marill, and since we already had an Azurill, Species Clause means that we can't catch that. So the only thing is that Lapras is pretty rare, pretty much only a 5% chance of catching it, but it's kind of cheating the system. But if we did that and we got a Lapras, we could, it's an ice type. We could be very, very, very coming in handy here. And that was English. It could really come in handy against Drayden's gym. Okay, so I want to temporarily put Havana on the team just to surf around here, but who do I want to temporarily replace? Actually, in one way, it's who do I want to semi-permanently replace, because I'm going to need my surfing Pokemon for a while. Who will be of the least use on the gym as I try to hold back a sneeze? I'm thinking probably... Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Anyway, alright, so, probably Milwaukee, as good as Milwaukee is for this next gym, wouldn't be all that great. For the gym after that, she would, so I need to save her for that. So I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and just take Havana. Now, yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to keep that for now. So now what we have to do, first of all, I'm going to give Milan the experience share. Because you got some catching up to do. Oh, we got a big pearl. We can sell that later when I remember. Not the scope lens, darn it. The experience share. There you go. And then when you get a little bit higher, we can give you the lucky egg. But we also have to teach some moves. I need to teach Fly to I just said your name, to Milan. Man, that sneeze suddenly made me congested too, dang it. Hope I don't have a cold coming on, because when you travel, I just got back from traveling. And when you travel, you tend to make yourself more susceptible to being sick. Okay, I don't need natural gift because I probably won't be giving you any berries. In fact, you have the experience share right now. And you will have the lucky egg later. So we're going to teach you Fly, and we're going to teach... You're going to teach Havana Surf. Okay. What don't I need? What don't I need? In most cases, I guess Surf is better than Brine, and I don't really know that we'll be using Havana to battle anyway. Maybe we will in case of an emergency, but right now I want to see what we can get surfing. I forget what we can get surfing over here on Undella Town. So we're going to find out. And excuse my sniffles again, like I said. That sneeze made me rather congested, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to work past it. Oh, and there's Undella Bay, which we can catch something else there, too. We're going to surf in Undella Town and see what we can find. Can we encounter something here? Yes, we can. What are we going to encounter? A Staryu. Staryu is not bad, and this is at level 38. I'm okay with this. Of course, we have a pretty bad Pokemon out to go against this thing. What I forgot is, who could I possibly use against this thing? I'm gonna go for Havana, actually. Havana, pretty bulky, probably do alright. Staryu's a pretty cool Pokemon. I'm trying to remember, I don't think I have a Water Stone. And I'm not sure where I can get one, but I wouldn't mind having a Water Psychic type. Although for For Drayden's gym, I do think having a Lapras would be more useful, of course. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind a Starmie at all. I mean, as much as I like, what was that, Gyro Ball? Okay. As much as I like, Paris, and Paris is a cool Pokemon, but having a Water Psychic type would kind of be a kill two birds with one stone sort of situation. Although, thinking about it, having Lapras for later in the game, if we get to Elite Four and Champion, might be useful as well. So a lot of things to think about, but this gives me the opportunity to have some options, which I'm happy for. And I don't know for sure whether or not it's going to be too much of an abuse of a system to try to get a Lapras. So I'm not sure if I'm going to end up getting a Lapras, if that makes sense. I might use my encounter exception. I don't know. It depends on if I get some overwhelming response that it's complete abuse of the system to find a Lapras, plus how long it might take me to find one, because in previous times trying to find a Lapras in these games, it takes a while over in Lacanos Town. But for now, we have to name this thing, and it is genderless, of course. We're gonna think about a good city name here. Again, we're in the water. Might want to think of... you know what? It just kind of came to me, and I don't know, this would be a better name for, I don't know, maybe a Corsola or something, but I thought of the name Sydney. I think the name Sydney would be kind of nice. Sydney is, well, is it sort of a gender-neutral name? I feel like I've heard of Sydney as a woman's name as well as a man's name, so it's nice and neutral there. In Australia, near the Great Barrier Reef, Sydney. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. We're gonna name you Sydney. And we're going to put you on the team right away. So, I'm so sorry for Havana. I don't mean to just use you like this. But honestly, I really need a more versatile water type. I mean, Havana is quite versatile as far as being able to learn many HM moves. The other thing I like about this team, and the reason that I might be okay with replacing Paris with Sydney eventually, is that I'm glad to have now a mix. I'm back to having a mix of Pokemon from different generations. For a while, ever since Chernobyl died, I've had my entire party consisting of only Generation 5 Pokemon. And if you look, that includes the selection of boxed Pokemon I've had to use. So now I've caught 2 Generation 3 Pokemon and a Generation 1 Pokemon, so it's kind of nice to have some variety back again. Alright, so now we got that switched. Let's go ahead and we're gonna teach you Surf here. As far as Andela Bay, I'm gonna wait on that encounter. I'm gonna save it. We're gonna teach you Surf. What do I want to teach? What do I want to replace? Light Screen could be useful. Gyro Ball, I don't know, because Staryu and Starmie are fairly fast, and I have to remember I have the Stardust that I can remove from you. Brine, I mean, it's a viable attacking move, so I don't necessarily want to replace it with Surf and only have one viable attacking move. I don't think Gyro Ball is all that good for Staryu/Starmie, because like I said, they're fairly fast. So I think I'm going to replace Gyro Ball with Surf, even though it's different type coverage and everything. I'm going to do that. And also, I'm going to go ahead, take the Stardust off of Sydney, and I need to look at your stats here. Let's see. Neutral nature, alright, yeah, and see, look pretty fast, right? Bashful nature, neutral. Yeah, pretty good, though. Pretty good looking. Good speed. Okay. So what we have to do now... Do I want to give you an item? Let's see. Do I have the Mystic Water? I think I might. I have the Lucky Egg, too, though. Let's go ahead and... I have to sell those things still. Yeah, I have the Mystic Water, though. I'm going to give you the Mystic Water. My first actual full-time party member, water type, so I'm going to give you the Mystic Water. And we're going to go on and head down Route 14. See how far we can go. See if we can go all the way to White Forest. I'm not sure that we can yet. But we're going to sort of... The duration of the rest of this episode is going to be just exploring down that way. I think I want to put up a repel, though. Because I don't need any more wild encounters now. Down here more. We do have a Fire Stone, not a Water Stone. Leaf Stone, Moonstone, Shiny Stone, Sunstone. Yeah, we don't have a Water Stone. Alright. So we do have to figure out where we can get a Water Stone before we know if Sydney will reach its full viability there. Okay, so nothing there. We go this way. Let's battle this trainer. Looks like a battle girl. So I wonder if I should put Paris up front. There seem to be a lot of fighting type users around here. Got a Girder. Level 44. So yeah, once again, we do need to be careful as far as keeping our levels up. Let's go ahead and switch for Paris. What time are we running on this? We're already running at over 30 minutes, so I don't know how far we're gonna go here, to be honest. Although I know we spent most of this time just sort of rearranging the team. So I wouldn't mind making this episode just a little bit longer. Let's kind of give you some action here. But this was a very important episode because we desperately needed, and that Rock Slide did a lot, by the way, we desperately needed a Surf user on our team, and one that is, you know, could be a powerful party member. And so I'm happy with Sydney. And I'm also happy with the potential for Milan. So let's see, because the other thing is, even if I don't use, even if I don't end up going for getting a Lapras, it would still, we could still put, well, if we can get Ice Beam, if we can get the TM for Ice Beam, we can use it on Sydney, which will be good. But we'll have to see. I'm gonna have to do some research, where we can find a Water Stone and where we could find the TM for Ice Beam, if we can find it before we get to Opaloost City. If not, we might have to, we can't quite go that strategy, and especially if we can't evolve Sydney for that gym. And we've got a triple battle on our hands. Looks like we don't have too bad of a matchup here, though, that we're going with. Just that water type, actually. Just that Basculin. So I might want to switch out. I might want to switch out for Psy, because I really don't have anything great on my other party members for going after that Basculin. We're gonna switch then. I guess the only other really powerful party member we have right now is Paris, so we're gonna switch for that. Okay, yeah, it's gonna go for an Aqua Tail. That would have hurt us pretty good here. In fact, it even hurt Paris a lot there, so it might have one-shot Versailles if we had left him out. Because also that Basculin went before any of our other party members, so it's not like we could have taken it out. And I've got Acrobatics here on Montego. That did a decent amount, to be honest. Of course, Lilligant avoids that Rock Slide. So what do we want to do here? Lilligant might be the least annoying one we have going on here. I'm going to go ahead and Rock Slide both of them. I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Basculin. And we need to heal Paris. We should go for, I think a Lemonade would be enough. 80? Yeah. Okay, and Lilligant's gonna go ahead and try to confuse our party here. And, of course, it works on all three of us. Man, Teeter Dance is... It also worked on your teammates, though. Teeter Dance is pretty brutal in multi-battles. I never realized that before. Because I've never really used a Pokemon that learns Teeter Dance. And, of course, we're gonna hurt ourselves, too. But can Gligar hurt itself? Is everybody gonna hurt themselves? Nope, Montego is gonna pull through like the champ he is and take out two of our three Pokemon. Not our three Pokemon, our opponent's three Pokemon. Good job, Montego. I knew you'd come through. Okay, so I might as well use this turn. Montego has the lowest HP, but he can't be hit right now, so I might as well use his turn to put to give someone a Castellicone, or a full heal, I guess, because I can always, the Castellicones I can hold on to if I need money to sell them. Alright. Who has the better chance of doing some real damage to this thing? I want to say Paris. I'm going to let Paris have a shot at it. We're going to try to break through with Pittsburgh, and then we're going to go ahead and Psychic with Paris. Let's see how this goes. And Basculin's gonna hit itself in Confusion again. That's not bad. And Pittsburgh's gonna break through Confusion. Excellent. And we are gonna take it out with a crit. Good job. Good job, Pittsburgh. And Milan grows to level 34. I think just one more level, and it will evolve. He will evolve. Yeah, I don't really want Mirror Move. It's a little too... It's a little bit too contextual. Really depends on who you're fighting, if it's useful against. You know what I could have done, though? No, I couldn't have used that against Dragon-type Gym, because I would have been... Because I was thinking, oh, you could use Mirror Move, and then you could have something that's not weak to Dragon use Dragon-type Move, but it relies on you getting hit, and then the fact that, what's his name? Milan is going to become a Dragon-type anyway, have access to his own Dragon-type moves, and so therefore still be weak to Dragon. Alright, let's check out something over here. Looks like we've got a Fisherman over there. If that's the case, I do think that I might want to put someone like Paris up front, because I really don't want to have Montego out against water types. Alright, let's try this now. Lively Pokemon from all over the Unova region. Are they both Basculin? Do you have Red and Blue Basculin? Oh, you have Staryu. I too have a Staryu. But mine is still in training. Okay, let's go ahead and Psychic this thing. It's gonna go for Light Screen. Well played, but probably means Psychic won't take it out, but we can always Psyshock it and get around that Light Screen. We're still gonna take it out because Paris is just that good. A Staryu at the same level. Okay, next is Buizel. We can take on a Buizel, I'm pretty sure. Gonna go ahead and Psychic this thing too. Man, Paris, you are making a pretty good case for me not replacing you. We'll have to see. You're making a pretty good case, though. But still, it's nice to know that we have Sydney. Even if we end up with 2 Psychic types on the team, who knows? But keeping a rotating team isn't a bad thing. That means we have options. The only thing that's difficult is deciding who we're going to use at any given time. And it's a rotation battle, but again, to be honest, I really don't mind... I don't mind rotation battles as much. Although, he's got a pretty nasty trio up over there. Honestly, not so afraid of the Tangela. I want to put Versailles up front, but I'm a little bit hesitant about that Zebstrika, so I want to see... Okay, so you're gonna go for... Oh, you're going for Spikes. But I'm pretty sure if I rotate my Pokemon, that doesn't count as a switch. Man, a not very effective Psychic, and I still take out half your HP, so I'm gonna keep in with Paris. And you're gonna Automatize, or whatever. Autotomize, that's the one. Which is fine, because we're just gonna Psychic you to death anyway. So we didn't even need a type advantage there. Paris, with your not very effective attack. Man, still awesome. Okay, you might switch over to Zebstrika. I'm gonna go ahead and just go for Versailles, though, and go for a Flame Burst. Yeah, I saw that coming, kind of. But yeah, Spikes doesn't work if you rotate a Pokemon, so... That Spark does a lot. We're probably not gonna stay in here. But that Flame Burst did a lot, too. Man. Well, Versailles does have a special attack boosting nature. Alright, so for this, I think we're gonna switch to Pittsburgh. Because we can still, if he switches to Tangela, we can still get a super effective hit off. But we can still do decent damage to that Zebstrika, probably take it out if he stays there. Pursuit, once again, doesn't apply if you are rotating your Pokemon, so much for that for you. I guess that was anticipating to me switching to Paris, though. Good thing I didn't. So now, all we have left... Ooh, Milan grew to level 35. I think that means it's gonna evolve. Okay, so all that's left is Tangela, and we can totally Sludge Bomb this thing. So we're gonna do that. Okay. Alright, not bad at all. We defeated this Ace Trainer, what was his name? Kip? Looked like. And... Milan is evolving! A lot is happening in this episode, even though we haven't gone very far. A lot of stuff has happened, so that's pretty cool. And we are at how many minutes? We're at pretty near 40 minutes now, so... We're gonna not stick around for this much longer. I'm just gonna kind of, ooh, Dragon Breath. We do want to learn that. Round, takedown. I don't think I want takedown. I don't like the recoil damage. Although refresh, I kind of don't need refresh. So actually I'm gonna get rid of refresh. I most likely won't use it because I can use healing items. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna just kind of scope out how much farther this goes. Actually, not much farther, so we did reach the end. Let's see, will they let us into White Forest? No, they won't. Alright, so well, that settles that. We're gonna fly back to Undella Town so we can heal. We're gonna fly back on our new Altaria, yes. So we're gonna heal there, and then in the next episode, we're gonna make our way up Route 13 and to Lacanosa Town, and maybe in that episode, or the episode after, we might try to catch a Lapras. We're gonna see. But I'm going to look up my availability to Ice Beam and, you know, other Ice-type moves that I could potentially teach Sydney instead. Or moves that I could teach... or no, whether or not I can find a Water Stone to evolve Sydney. We're going to check that out before the next episode. But in the meantime, guys, that's going to do it. So, if you like this video, Repel Warrior off. I probably could have sprayed another one, but I don't care. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. Also, subscribe if you want to stay up to date on when my latest videos come out. Check out my other stuff, my Sweet Speculations, my other Let's Play series. More new stuff to come in the future. And also, go ahead and check out Team Eclipse, a collab channel I'm a part of. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, like my page on Facebook, or follow me on Twitter, the links are in the description, and you do get updates on those too whenever I upload a video. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of my Pokemon White 2 Unlock.